Welcome everybody, it is Bazzy from Reddit Heroes, and before I get into this absolutely excellent arranged war that we just had between ourselves and Mospeada, I just wanted to say I'm super excited because I have my brand new Yeti microphone, I have my brand new Wacom tablet, and things are about to get pretty good here for this YouTube channel, so for all 20 subscribers in my clan, be excited. So we just finished an absolutely excellent war with Mospeada, and they managed to crush us. Perfect war, 60 out of 60 stars, and they do it early on. They had many attacks going on. I think at one point when we had only a single star left, they had like 12 people who were going to possibly be able to take it out. So great job to them. And also a great job to Reddit Heroes. I was really happy. We managed to stick to our strategy, working from the bottom to the top, which meant just about everybody in the clan, they either were getting a 3-star or they were doing an attack that somebody was going to approve on later on. So we managed to go all the way up. We got a 99%, just a soul-crushing 99% on our number 3, and then number 1 of theirs, which is a 9.5. It's got some max Teslas, it's got some max walls, and a little few other upgrades like that. It created a bit of a problem. We just sort of ran out of depth to be able to do enough practice attacks at the Town Hall 9 level that our 9.5, the last Zeph was able to get it. But nonetheless, a good attack from him. And let us begin by watching how he does manage to crush their lower level 9.5, their number 2. So I'm going to speed it up here because it takes a little while for him to get going. But he's going to begin with a queen walk off on the left-hand side here. And I definitely don't play Clash Royale. Nobody needs to know that. And what I like about this particular attack is that he is going to be able to come and he's going to be able to get the king, which we can see here, as well as the CC. So they're both going to come out and he's going to be able to use the same poison to get both of them, which is always really nice. So the single hog, it's going to come in for the lure. The poison runway is dropped down. The queen is staying alive, managing to slice away at that king as the CK comes in. The rage goes, and all of that is going to be taken down despite having the level 3 expo targeting. It's going to work through really nicely. Meanwhile, we have the king, a giant, and some wall breakers and the Valkyries. They are going to be punching through. The funnel is being created down here with the wizards, and we're going to come in. And one of the other features I quite like about this particular attack is that you're going to notice up here, we've got this air sweeper. And the air sweeper is going to mean that these healers are going to continue being safe to it. So I really like that. The healers are actually just going to carry on walking away. They never get within range. And so he's able to drop the rage. He boosts through over here. And the healers are still going along keeping that queen. So that queen is going to be able to stay alive. And now we're just sort of circling around the base. He's got a whole bunch of hogs he's going to be able to deploy when he needs them. But for the time being, it's just a matter of waiting for all of those Valkyries to work around. The queen is helpfully beating against a wall. Now she finally manages to break out. Still got the queen ability. Still got a heal. Still got those extra hogs, and really quite a large number of Valkyries going up. So yeah, there's a non-trivial checking of the base. But I think at this point it's pretty clear they're going up. So we can hit the ×2 on this as we watch them walk around. And there goes that heal as everything is going to be coming in. And oh yes, finally remembers those comes down the hogs at the end for the excellent 3-star for last Zephyr. So next up, I wanted to show one of my attacks, but I am sitting here on the shoulders of giants. We have this one, we did several attacks against it, and I am cloning an attack that almost worked, and I'm hoping that I can manage to improve it. And I really like the beginning of this attack because we're able to take out this ground-facing expo. We managed to wait till we pick up targeting on the air defense, and then we managed to drop the little wizard over here. He's going to come in and help us out. The hog here is going to get the lure. Nothing is shooting at it, just doing free work right now. Finally steps forward and picks up the CC. The poison runway comes down, and so now we're going to have that whole little compartment taken out, as well as the CC. So it's a really sort of nice beginning. Have to drop the ability, of course, when you got the Velks and the Baby Dragon, that's almost essential. But you do get to save the rage here. So we only had to lose an ability, and we've taken out a pretty good portion of the base. So next it's a matter of coming in down here, so just I need to create a little bit of a funnel, which I'm going to do in a moment. Let's step a bit forward. So the king is going to come in and create the one side of all of the Valkyries, the wall breakers, everything else is going to be going up the middle, and everything is nicely comes together. The only part I don't really like about this raid is that I wanted to take out the air defense, and I'm hoping the jump that's going to get it down is going to take it out quickly, but it really does a lot of work. The air sweepers are blowing in the wrong direction, and it's just a long time before that air defense is taken down. So that was the one problem I had with the raid. I like the heal up here. It takes out the Teslas are covered a little bit, as are the bombs. Finally, the stuff is taken down, but unfortunately there's no more sweepers. The Tesla is taken out over here, and now my queen is going to die, and it's just sort of a matter of taking these hogs and working around, but I got a whole bunch of hogs on the backside, so it's just a bit of patience. I'm going to speed it up here, because this Velks and the king, they're going to spend some time working around the base, and oh, now the king comes down, creates a little bit of tanking, and in some come the hogs, and now everything's just going to clean up at the last little bit. So a little gnarly at the end. I like the beginning, but I thought it was a good attack. Chicken Man had done it before me, and I was able to make just a couple little tweaks and get the 3 stars, so I was definitely happy about that. Okay, what's next? Again, a standing on the shoulders of giants, so this is Amy, and Lewis unfortunately got like a 98 or a 97, something like that, really, really good. And so she's going to come in and clone Lewis's attacks with just a quick fix on the entry here. It's this baby dragon, that was the difference. And previously, without having that, Lewis's bowlers, which are just coming in now, the bowlers were going to previously walk in this direction. So it was important to take that small little tweak, and that's really all that we changed. Everything else was the same. Unfortunately, the king rather walks around on the outside, which is not the most ideal thing, but that's all right. Poisons are down, the rage is down, the heal is down, everything is being taken out here and raging through. So we're going to get the air defense, which means things are going to survive, that the healers have healed up all of those giants, all of those bowlers. A few things are coming in on the top left here, a few different hogs to, well, if the king is going to walk and it's going to be tanking, you may as well trickle in a few hogs so that you actually get some value out of it. But the main work, of course, is down in this section with all of the bowlers and all of the giants. The queen has sort of decided to walk around the outside. Okay, that's all right. But things are still going pretty good here. Get to this last component. I like the hog that comes in right there to start taking out the the expo when everything else is being targeted on it. That I thought was pretty good. And now it's just a matter of time. We've got some bowlers, we've got healers, we've got giants, we've got hogs, the king up, the queen up. So this base is definitely just being taken apart. So a good plan and well executed by Amy. We can speed up our cleanup here. Not much to see there. Okay, so many good attacks. I don't want to do every single one of them. Chicken Man had a good attack, but his king walks, so I'm not going to show that. I'm only going to show the videos that Amy does when her queen walks. But I wanted to next show this one as Clash Ryan. And Ryan and I were debating a little bit whether we like this attack. I was kind of saying no in chat, but did he prove me wrong here? He's going to do the double jump goho, and it's an absolutely excellent job. Comes down, makes a nice funnel after dropping the golem down. One jump comes in, the rage and the heal are going to put here as a very kill squad centric thing. Every single one of our spells, all of our poisons, all 4 of our main spells are going to come down. As you can see, it's going to be completely cored, as you would expect, and he does his familiar style where he's going to come around all on the outside with all of these different hogs. They're going to clean up nicely, the core is being taken out, and they're just going to walk across the base doing what they do best. So this happens pretty quickly, and most of the base is gone now, and the hogs are still doing their work and going around, and the queen is up, and she's still got her ability, and there's some Velks hiding her way in the middle here, so an absolutely excellent job by Clash Ryan. It shows that really kill squad-centric style where you drop the 2 jumps and the rage and the heal, all with the Valkyries and the golem and your heroes, definitely can work to take out some good bases. So great job to Clash Ryan. And another one of Clash Ryan's, that's good. And Robin has multiple. I'm going to show another one of later. We're going to show the attack on Jster, only because we like making fun of Jster a little bit. He used to be in our clan. Actually, he used to be in Mospeada, and then he came to Heroes, and then he's back in Mospeada, and I think he's going on to some one high funsies as well. So we like to see what he did. He got a 6-pack against us, so good job to Jster. But it was definitely fun having Quantum take out his base a little early on with a completely standard old school goho. So he's going to come in, drops the golems. Unfortunately, the queen, we were hoping the queen was going to step over the wall, which would have made it easier. If she had just gone and stepped over from here to here, would have made it be killed just a little bit faster. It doesn't really matter. A P.E.K.K.A in the CC, which is always an interesting combination, but we're not doing a queen walk, so I guess it takes out some swings here against the golems, but that's all right. And now it's time for the hogs. And the kill squad portion was okay. It got the stuff it needed to, but the hogs are definitely the unsung heroes here. And the nice thing is we don't really run over any double giant bombs. It's just some singles that are going to get healed up. We've got another heal coming here. There's going to be a bomb in the middle right there, and that's also going to be healed. So look how many hogs are going to survive. It's definitely a good lesson that even if your kill squad isn't great, if you can get your hogs through without taking over any double giant bombs. There's another single giant bomb right at the end, but of course it doesn't matter. There's still a ton of them. And so Quantum managed to clean up Jster, so good job to him. Okay, what else do we got in our bag of trips? Oh, I promised one from Robin. We've got another hghb. And what I wanted to point out about this base is look at this triangle of air defenses. So they're all over here. So what do you want to do in that case? You want to send healers in from the other side. And of course, that's exactly what he's going to do. He drops a little bit of funneling stuff going on up here, but the main portion of the attack is going to come in right down here in the bottom. We've got all of our healers going in, and the healers are going to survive for a nice long time. So a perfect hghb base, and Robin is going to execute it very nicely, as you can see. So drops this one hog. Notice what it's doing up there. I really like that. There's nothing shooting it, so it's just taking a free thing. It's going to completely take out that archer tower, so that was a really nice job. And we get the standard Velk baby dragons, so we have to poison them, we have to use up that king ability here, and now it's the normal hghb stuff. The spells are going down, there's a rage in the middle, it's just doing work in that entire core. Everything, because of the funneling, is staying really nicely together. Now the boulders are trying to get on the outside, but that's okay, they can do that if they really need to. And soon we're going to have the hogs deploy, and at that point it's going to be all over. We've got this king is now going on a little king walk, as it so happens. He drops a rage in the middle on the giants, almost doesn't really need it. There's not so much over there, but he's got the 2 heals in the backside. That is going to be more than enough for when the hogs come down. So there they go, and everything's being nicely tanking at this point, so that's great. The healers are being a bit useless on the king, but it doesn't matter. It'll keep the healers alive, if nothing else. Drops the one loon up here. Could have been a great idea if it wasn't for the Tesla that popped. You know, it still wasn't that bad of an idea. And so we've got a nice group of them. Look how many of them we have. We've only got 1 defense. So Robin absolutely smashes this base. The perfect base for it. It sort of almost swags the heal. Maybe he was worried about another bomb being there, but there wasn't. And so a complete annihilation. Okay, good job to Robin. And what did I want to do? Captain McFunk. Captain McFunk, I think he told me in chat, he thought this was one of the best attacks. He definitely rose up to the challenge of the arranged war, so good job to him. And I wanted to point out one thing, which is, if we look at this section, look how compartmentalized that is. Every one of those buildings is right beside each other, which means it is just perfect for the Valkyries to go in. Even though it's a double wall, he has his funneling going on, he's got his baby dragons going on up here. I think actually the one golem walked a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. The wall breakers have come in. Look, they get through both sections of walls here with his 4 wall breakers because everything's targeting away. The Velks are in, and good night. The rage hits, and that entire section of the base is completely gone. He's got the minions in the clan castle. He's going to drop some poisons. He drops his other poisons, so that's going to be a good job there. He manages to heal this whole wide group up in the middle, so this base is completely cored. We've still got tankings from that little walking golemite, and in come the hogs, and they're going to be healed up, and they're going to just work through this portion of the base. So I'm going to hit the ×2 on this, because we've got so much stuff. The queen hasn't even used her ability yet. We've got some Valkyries. They do the so annoying punching out, so it's going to take a little while for them to walk around. That's why we hit our times 2, but there's no question we're going to get this. Heck, we didn't even need those Valkyries to get back down to the corner. It's just cleanup mode, so an excellent job to Captain McFunk. And then, most importantly, our brand new member, we have to see how that goes. Wee Amy comes in. And now, let's try to do an analysis here. Now, I want you to note that there is a very heavy-duty cannon over here. We got our heavy-duty ones over here. We've got the fringe border, which is all over there. And Amy manages to do this excellently. You know what? Let's just try to get the full effect going on here. What can we do with this tablet while we're watching? We have, you know what? Let's just highlight the entire thing just because we can. But nonetheless, Amy takes out their defenseless brand new Town Hall 3. So, so I'm just having a little bit of fun here, but excellent job. Well, let's clean that up. Excellent job to Mospeada, and an excellent